I think Triple Strike kind of got their wombo combo, like trying to get going with the Jarvan, and you ult the Jarvan, capture a couple people inside the ult, get a Misfortune ult, throw the Anivia onto that. They didn't exactly get like a 5-man or anything too crazy, but that I think that's the mindset behind there. So there was just a lot of moving parts for that. But yeah, Renekton got a solo kill in his lane, and Anivia as well. Both were able to dominate their lanes and both get solo kills. So those might be two problematic picks for lane.
Another option could be that they don't actually ban out Anivia. If Primeden wants to play Anivia, they could keep that available and pick up Anivia first to force Triple Strike to ban it.
That too.
We'll see what happens. They're taking the Varus out again. Don't want Portsmouth to get a hold of that. Xayah taken out. Let's see what other... I'm guessing most Triple Strikes... Yeah, most Triple Strikes bans will look the same as Game 1. Generally see that from when teams win. I'm not going to say as handily, but, you know, with less huge obstacles. They do ban the Anivia.
It's huge right now. Caitlyn and Xayah. I think Varus has kind of lost a lot of his priority, but they still put the ban down.
Yeah.
There goes Anivia.
Yeah, I think they're being scared of Portswimmer's Varus is where they're at, but I agree with you. I haven't been... I've been on the record over and over saying I haven't been that impressed with Varus this split. And the Alistar taken out again. BM. Yeah.
Not giving them their mascot.
Alright, let's see what the first pick here is out of Gotta Get Lucky. I'm really surprised they actually didn't leave the Anivia, but maybe Primeden doesn't like playing her.
Not always the easiest champ. Like, not the easiest champ in my opinion either. Just kind of play.
Well, easy to pick up, difficult to master.
Yeah, you have to put in a lot of games where you could maybe split those games up, get two different mid laners in your pocket, rather than put all this time into champions like Anivia, and I know Royland's another one.
Ooh, first pick Braum and first pick Nasus.
Yikes.
So going with the Nasus that they were kind of angling towards top lane in that first game, and no doubt infuriating. Gotta Get Lucky.
Oh, Von Hohenheim Zoe coming in.
Triple Strike means business.
Zoe's in a pretty good spot right now too. Not completely nerfed to the ground, kind of middle.
Yeah,
not completely broken either, like she was.
Yeah, and with Hohenheim using her, that middle is all he needs. But,
well, last year, during the last split, when he went under the moniker Hokage, whatever he went by, it was a different name. It was a thing of fear when he got his hands on Zoe, leaving the enemy mid laner trembling.
Yeah, but that was also before her nerfs. So we'll see how it works out.
I don't mind Malzahar into it either. That's not bad.
No, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that is Malzahar mid. Gotta Get Lucky has on occasion done Malzahar top as well, so they could be using that as a flex pick. But, I mean, this is looking like Triple Strike's dream team currently here. I mean, they've got Nasus, they've got Zoe, they've got Zac. Obviously, they're missing the Varus, but that may not matter. They've already got their three of the champions that they like. Oh, and they take the cannon away. That's rough. I could see Gotta Get Lucky going Gnar then, if that isn't Malzahar.
Yeah.
But maybe they'll ban Gnar here.
Let me get in there.
Nope, take out the Tristana. That's a good choice also.
He's really pinching the AD carries on both sides.
Not
Guess you could just see Jhin Misfortune again, but...
Not gonna see that MF, as it was banned by Cowbell just now.
Oh, yep.
We'll have to see. I don't know. I don't know if we want to, if they wanted to go Jhin again. Jin's ultimate was.
I wouldn't mind seeing Twitch come out.
Yeah, Twitch could be interesting. Lucian could be interesting. Ashe. There's Twitch. I'm just gonna keep listing ADCs. Sivir, I think, could actually be interesting here for Cowbell, depending on who their top laner ends up being, or mid laner, depending. Because, I mean, Rammus with Sivir ult on him never stops running.
Oh, yeah. I know Ezreal's picked a lot. Still,
solid.
Jinx. Oh,
Vayne.
Yep, solid. Vayne pick coming across.
pretty good. I was about to say there's not too many tank busters left, and they do have a lot of tankiness with Zac and assets right now.
Ooh, we got
Support's gonna be-
hovering on Pantheon here. Pantheon, of course, really aggressive, could help take out Nasus. Now switching over to Trundle and locking in Trundle. Alright. And Nautilus as the support.
a
Wow.
lot of tank.
Alright.
Is that a triple strike?
Yeah, that's 3 incredibly tanky characters off of Triple Strike. And, 2.5 to 3 really tanky characters off of Cowbell also.
Mm-hmm.
So I like these teams. I think they're both relatively balanced, even though Triple Strike has 3 of their wanted champions locked in.
Oh yeah, Hickey is a big fan of that Nautilus, and it is a very interesting dynamic with Twitch, Nautilus, and Vayne Braum, because that Nautilus ult is something you can't tumble out of. It's a very good gap closer, and with a follow up from the Q from Nautilus, very difficult to maneuver around, which Vayne is so gifted at.
Mm-hmm. Also, really interested to see how this Malzahar is going to play into it. You've got Twitch and Zoe, 2 characters who are generally pretty good at getting away from things, and Malzahar's, and Rammus, actually, for that matter, are both very good at saying, no, you're staying here. So, can definitely lock down Hohenheim and Portswimmer in that instance.
I think Cowbell are going to have to focus a lot to the bottom lane this game. Get some ganks from Rammus, maybe a TP from Trundle. Try not to let the Twitch get ahead. Just put off his QSS for as long as you can, really. Or force him to, force buy it earlier than he wants. But you definitely don't want that Twitch taken off, getting his items, getting his QSS, getting to the point where you just really can't do anything.
I would like to see them try to shut this Zoe down pretty early as well. With Malzahar's lockdown and Rammus's taunt, they should be able to get some pretty good kills on that mid lane, or even on the Nasus top, depending.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Nasus, just both roam top together, get the good 3v1.
Yeah. Plus, Trundle can also do really well at shutting down a Nasus's attempts to get away just by throwing that pillar in his way.
Maybe Cowbell will have some better late game presence, because really Twitch kind of spreads his damage a little bit better than Vayne, getting the rune-ins and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they can just kind of stack armor for that, and will probably be all right. Rammus, Braum might be able to sustain it, but on the other team, you have and then Zoe on their team on Triple Strike, which is more of just kind of targeted damage, not quite as much AoE. Well, you literally have the exact opposite on the Cowbell team. You have Vayne, which you definitely have to have armor for because she can one-shot you. But then Malzahar, who does so well spreading his damage around the fight, you're going to have that MR for that as well, or you won't. You can just kind of stack health for Zoe. Can kind of deal with it a little bit better, not really needing the magic resist.
Mm-hmm. Something that just occurred to me that I don't remember whether or not we've seen it. Have we had, since Zoe has had so few games, have we had Zoe versus a Braum support before in the LCUS? Because, Braum could stop a lot of her projectile shenanigans as well, which they could use quite a lot of, I think. So that'll be interesting to see how well Mr. Pig's positioning is. And it was pretty reasonable in game 1, so.
Yeah, that, and then you can just kind of buy a locket, and I think the tanks will be enough. Obviously, Zoe can still one-shot your carries. Well, Malzahar has spell shield as well.
Right.
But I think they can really mitigate a lot of the magic damage coming from Triple Strike team, whereas Nasus, Nautilus, Zac are really going to have to worry about building the MR, putting money towards that, and making him a little more squishy towards Vayne.
Yeah, seeing that Malzahar, I always forget about his passive until I end up playing against him and then get angry. But Malzahar's spell shield is actually pretty enlightened against a character like Zoe, because that blocks her artillery shots once every so often, and that's the big frustration.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, but we'll have to see.
And it almost takes a target away from Nautilus. If Malzahar is standing in the back line, he can't really ult the Nautilus. So Vayne, once Vayne gets a QSS, should be good to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thanks for the help with the analysis there, Running, and we'll see you after the game.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right. Here is skins, and it looks like we have skins for everybody this time.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to give this to Cowbell in this situation. I don't care too much for the Cyberpop Zoe. I realize there's no alternatives right now, but just a little bit too kawaii for my tastes.
There's such a thing as too kawaii.
Oh, well, that is a very strong opinion that I won't dive into right now.
Well, I personally am not the biggest fan of Infernal Nasus. I know it's a big fan pick, or people like, you know, turning into Cerberus with his ult and all that stuff, but I prefer some other Nasus skins, so I'm more than willing to say nice things about Cowbell's skin lineup. Alright, so let's see where we go. Game start, playoffs on the line. Looks like possibly a little bit less aggressive opening this time, with Triple Strike just heading their various positions, but Cowbell seems like they might want to take a shot. Just throwing a ward down. We'll see. We will see. Something to keep an eye on, and we'll definitely try to do that this game, is that Hohenheim has been trying to steal buffs, and has been able to for the last couple of games at level 1. Ooh. Gets sleep on that Rammus, but good. Fortunately, the rest of his team is there to tell them that's a bad idea. Ooh. I don't know how about Tardis blowing flash there. That might hurt them.
Yeah, and with the Zac passive, I don't feel like it was really needed, but I can understand panic.
Uh-huh. For sure. Was getting locked down there for a moment. So probably wanted to make sure nothing else happened. But then again, I guess since so it did not take Paddle Star first, so maybe it won't be able to steal this time. But we'll have to see. Alright, so the lanes get going. Hohenheim hanging out in the brush. Oh, here we go. We'll see. We're going to check see what Hohenheim's doing. Skip. Skip. Does have the ward there. Does not steal it.
So close.
So close. Good try, Hohenheim. Good try. Alright. So, little behind in CS, but I'm sure Hohenheim can make up for it. Up in the top lane, Get Lucky and Shaken are just being gentlemanly. And
that is something Gotta Get Lucky does not want to let Shaken do.
Right. Yeah, I'm expecting Gotta Get Lucky to really turn up the pressure in a couple of levels, but we'll have to see. Bot lane's being pretty passive as well, but of course Nautilus can get really dangerous really fast. Brandana actually a little bit behind in level here. That's unfortunate. Won't be hitting level 2 for at least 2 more minions. Mid lane hitting level 3. And we'll just have to see where the first blood comes from. Once again, Shaketon's just being very passive. Why be aggressive when you only have 21 Q stacks? Just wait. Enjoy yourself. Alright, here comes L on Z trying for that gank. And here we go. Big jump in. Guy Lucky taking a lot of damage and getting rooted. Retreating the opposite direction from his turret. But here comes Tin Man. Hits the Nasus. Nasus may actually go down here. Ooh, great flash there by Shaken to get out of there.
Very strong counter engage by Team More Cowbell.
Yeah, and that is, you know, the fun thing about Rammus, being able to just zoom across the map and help out wherever they're needed. But good engage and disengage by both teams. Good rotations by the junglers, and now Shaken's a little behind in health, but keeping that Q alive, now 24 stacks. Have Tin Man doing pretty much the exact same thing he did as a Mumu. Goes in, plants a ward, pops that sweeper. Going in on Hohenheim, puts him at Drowsy. Doesn't manage to taunt him. Hohenheim does flash to avoid being silenced. Gets some poke off on Tin Man as he slowly waddles away. Like some kind of turtle duck.
Turtle duck. I really hope we pick that up as a team next split.
I can see the logo for the team already.
Yeah, nothing cartoony though.
Yeah, we can't have that.
No, nothing cartoony.
Nothing cartoony. We're all very serious here. Ooh, couple of good hits from Gaga Lucky there. Does tank one turret shot. Shaken gets healed.
Very good redemption use by von Hohenheim. Map awareness, folks. It's the name of the game.
Have possibly a rotation coming here from LCUS. Could jump in here. Looks like he's planning to. But they go back right away. Maybe a little bit of over-aggression there from Hickey and Port Swimmer, calling out what was going to happen before it actually did.
If he would have landed that Q, if Hickey would have landed that Q, we would be saying something very different right now.
Indeed.
I think it was really just mismanagement.
Shaketon's pretty low. Surprised Gotta Get Lucky isn't being as aggressive as I'd expect him to be, especially considering the two are right next to each other. But gotta get, CS matters. There's time for killing the Nasus later. Nasus now at 45 on his Q. LCUS thinking of going back in, just places a ward. And a lot of ooh, flashes for it. Here comes the suppression. Is it going to secure the kill? No, it does not. So Permanent Sacrifice's flash just barely does not kill Hohenheim.
Very well-timed barrier there at the end to keep him alive.
Indeed. It's a shame. In a different universe, Prime didn't hit a spell before doing that ultimate and manages to pull that off. But does not manage to do it. TARDIS gets spotted out while trying to, not even do something sneaky, just check Dragon. Still no first blood from either team here.
Much closer game.
We do have a BF sword on Port Swimmer in the bot lane. Meanwhile, Vayne's Brandana's Vayne only has Vampiric Scepter, so there's going to be a bit of a damage differential there.
That and the dagger. I think he's really relying on those Vayne procs after 3 hits.
Hohenheim is rotating now. Oh, maybe not. Nope, there he goes. Little pop, just a little pop, just a ward there. That was cute.
Dance on him.
All right, we do have Gotta Get Lucky going back. Shaketon was thinking about it, but then realized, wait a minute, I'm Nasus. I need the CS. But teleport saves the minion. A lot of things getting spied out right now. Control ward placed on the Infernal Drake, which will be our first dragon, so probably we'll get a little more focus on it than the first Earth Drake did. But we'll have to see. A little bit of poke going on Mr. Pig as well. Everyone's playing it safe. Everyone is being cautious. Interested to see when Shaken's going to go back. He has 1,700, almost 1,800, yeah, 1,800 gold. So could pick up some items, but doesn't want to miss all that juicy Q stacks.
Name of the game.
Yeah, that's the Nasus problem, as it were. Well, I could go and get items, but who needs items when you've got Q stacks?
Well, that's the thing with Team Triple Strike right now. If they make it to 25 minutes, they win the game. Between Twitch and Nasus, which it looks like he is getting chased down. Got to get lucky trying to engage a little harder.
Yep, nothing comes of it, unfortunately. Looks like LNZ might be... Nope, just going to go ward. Good job by LNZ to get into that position, though, just in case his top laner needed him. Tin Man might be coming for a gank. We'll see. They do spot. Twitch is coming, though, and is invisible. Lots of rotations. Trying to warn Tin Man here. Alright, Tin Man manages to get out.
That ward placement I guess got right past him. I think Promden will see it this time.
We'll see if they do anything about it. Nope.
Nope. There we go.
Hey, we saw it. We did it, guys. We did it, everyone. We killed the ward. A lot of attempts at poking going down there by Hohenheim, but to no avail. Shaketon, very comfortable under turret. Oh! Gotta get lucky using his pillar to deny NASA's Q stacks. That's funny.
Very, very smart play.
Well, we all know that Gotta Get Lucky has a 20-page dissertation on hating NASA's, so I'm sure he's studied how to do that for a long time. Alright, looking at the lane, CS is more or less equal as well. Gotta Get Lucky with a slight advantage on Shaketon, who has returned to lane now. Looks like he's heading toward Iceborne Gauntlets as a first item, but we'll have to see.
Oh, we do see an engage in the bot lane. Team Triple Strike trying to go in heavy. We do see the Zac ultimate does pull back Mr. Pig. Mr. Pig trying to get out with his life. Ultimate in order to disengage. Looks like he'll make it out. Very strong play by Cowbell to prevent this first engage.
Yeah, really good job with that ultimate by Mr. Pig to keep himself alive. Other players might have just tried to run, but he got that ult. That was probably what saved him.
Oh yeah, kept the lane going because now his Vayne can farm very safely under tower.
Hohenheim was thinking of going for that Nasus, or not going for the Nasus, going for Gotta Get Lucky, but the positioning wasn't there. Meanwhile, Tin Man here is coming for the Nasus. Let's see what happens. Big taunt's going to come down here in a second. Nasus really has nowhere to go. This is going to be first blood. Alright, there was that Wombo we were talking about up in the top lane. Lock the Nasus down and he's in big trouble.
Yeah, and Shaken knew what the situation he was in. Didn't waste any summoners, didn't use his ultimate to try to escape. Just let him have it, let's move on. I'm here to farm, folks.
Good job by Primedon using his flash to avoid the attack from LCUS. A lot of stun damage coming down on CB Hickey, but Nautilus is so durable it doesn't bother him too much. Might be another rotation coming here. Let's see what happens. Hohenheim does have Smite in his back pocket. Might think about using it. There's actually a Chilling Smite, which would be even better for him. Let's see what happens. It's going to be a 3-man engage on Gotta Get Lucky, but I think they did see it, and he's going to get out no problem. Good attempt to try to get out of there. Tin Man possibly going to try to close down Hohenheim, but does not manage to. Hohenheim's missing a lot of his long-distance shots. Ooh, Primedon takes advantage of the absence to grab first turret. Really good job by Cowbell getting ahead early here. Let's see if they can maintain the lead. Currently almost 3K. Big lane push going on here, so we should be able to clean that up relatively easily. And we have Shaken is at, I believe, 165? So that Nasus's Q's getting big, getting fast. Still no attempts on Drake, though there's a ping for it now. Spying that control ward out. Both sides know that the other sees what's going on. Swimmer going to take that ward out. Drake is not happy about it. Hohenheim trying to engage. He's got, does use the item effect right away, rather than saving it for a rainy day. See what Shade can do here now he's moved up after placing some wards in the Cowbell jungle. Over 180 on stacks now. Little attempt from aggression there by Hickey, but Portsmouth wasn't really in position for it. Tardis trying to secure the crab. He does grab it, and now going to clear out some more wards too. Does get spotted though, and the dragon is on him. This could be trouble for LCUS. Oh,
very good stop there by Tin Man.
Yeah, that was a really good job intercepting that, and this is going to be it for LCUS. So possibly also a free dragon. Let's see what happens here. Nasus isn't able to teleport down to help. Alright, so good kill, good dragon. And this will definitely help push them further ahead.
Von Hohenheim, very well played. Used his ultimate to go across the wall, land an auto, and then follow up with the sleep. It's a shame that he wasn't able to capitalize with Battlestar. But very, very, very strong performance there. Look at all the berries.
Look at all the berries, and unfortunately, you know, big plays, little damage. Lot of pings there. A lot of wards in that bush too. 2 control wards. Meanwhile, Gotta Get Lucky is pretty low health. That natural healing from NASA's doing him a load of good. Stacks are over 220 now. But here comes rotation to try to help. Ooh, damage under tower. This may not be what Shake wants. Does try to blow the flash, and I think he's considers himself committed. Tries to get the healing, but turret shots do a lot more than your healing does at this point, Shake. And he's in a lot of trouble here. Kill secured by Premnin. So 1 for 1. 2 deaths on that Nasus so far. Alonz is trying to secure the Rift Herald. Should be able to. I believe he did the same thing last game. But then again, we'll have to see. Primedin, meanwhile, is sticking with pushing up top, which leads Gotta Get Lucky to being in the mid lane against Hohenheim. See how well that works for him. Hero minion saves Gotta Get Lucky from big damage. Alonz is pretty low. Shame about there's no wards here. Someone could come and stop him from pulling this off here. Ooh, Tin Man gets the flash taunt. See if manages to lock it down. Flash, flash. Does manage to get Drowsy.
Big denials there from Von Hohenheim.
Oh!
Oh! Brandon ain't having none of that.
Good flash to close that out. A lot of flashes blown for Hohenheim there. You should take some solace in that.
It was a well-earned trade, though, as Cowbell's able to secure the Tier 2 tower in the mid lane.
Yeah, Cowbell is really really making their presence known, and missed that.
It was a 1v1 where Lucky tried to go a little bit... Shaken tried to go in on Primedin, but just could not survive the tower shots as he engaged under tower.
Yeah, I'm not liking some of these engages that Shaken's been taking this game. Two deaths under turret, more or less. Might be a little bit overconfident in his own durability. Alright, lots of turrets, inhibitor down. This is all Cowbell right now.
Yeah, and it's converted them into a 5k gold lead. We're going to have to see how Triple Strike tries to play out of this.
Yeah, we'll see if they're able to. I think, you know, just some smarter plays out of Shakedown will definitely help. Really good rotations is what helped them take out that lane, though, managing to close in on Hohenheim very effectively. Would also like to see some more wards. For some reason, the red side these last 2 games is not like buying wards.
Well, you only buy wards if you're behind, so always play with the mindset you're winning, and you'll always be fine.
Alright, we'll see what happens here. We have Nasus over 260 on stacks now. Dragon will be up with, in due order, will be an Earth Drake. Probably up in the next 2 or 3 minutes. Or at least the little screen will show up in... Yep, there it is, 2 minutes. Alright, Gotta Get Lucky and Shakedown run into each other again. Shakedown, I think, still mostly staying ahead just through intimidation. Not getting as many autos off as you probably would like as a Nasus here. Big healing coming down. They're just really taking advantage of this poor Nasus. Tin Man coming in to help lock the kill down. Sheesh. It's rough being Nasus.
With very good understanding. Even though the amount of behind he is in terms of tower, he's still way up there in CS, making him very scary.
Right. Yeah, about 700 gold differential between the top laners currently. We got TARDIS alone top lane trying to hold off Tin Man and Gotta Get Lucky. Bot lane still doing pretty well, but CB Hickey is relatively low. Let's see how this lane goes. TARDIS immediately bounces in, getting some damage off. Turret tanking on the Rammus right now. Rammus is going to have to run away. Ooh, does wisely grab Gotta Get Lucky there. Doesn't necessarily manage to get a lot of damage off, but he's going to keep going even though he's all alone. That might have been an overextension there by Alonz.
I think he was thinking his team would travel a lot faster than they did.
Well, see, that's why they should have, Portsmouth should have picked Severe. They could have gotten there. Ah, well. Siver, however you decide to pronounce it. Alright, so this turn is probably going to go down. Brandana getting a lot of damage off with the general auto attacks that Vayne provides. Portswimmer keeps trying to do some sneakiness, but no one's ever around when he's trying to sneak. Shakedown has decided to get some jungle minions as well, almost to 300 stacks. Rift Herald's got a long jog ahead of it.
Use it or lose it.
And here comes the second dragon for Cowbell, this one an Earth Drake. And we're at still about about 6k gold lead around there. Herald still very quietly trying to walk. Gotta get picked off though. You hate to see it. Teleport for NASA should be done by the time the next fight starts. So you should be able to get in there. Looks like he's actually building a Triforce rather than Frozen Gauntlets. So we'll see. Heading back, probably expecting a team fight here. May or may not be getting one though, as Gotta Get Lucky is heading back. Their ward should spot that everyone is kind of headed this direction, especially now that Rammus has moved out. Looks like Alon Z is going for his red buff again. Tin Man might be coming to try to steal this though.
That would... I don't know if he sees it.
He may not have a timer on it to know when it's up and when it isn't. There is a ward that should tell him that Tin Man's there, but doesn't look like he wants to engage.
Finish your red buff and move on. That's a solid strategy, Alonzi. Very solid.
Well, considering, I believe, yeah, Rammus is ahead by about 800 gold. Possibly a little bit tankier than Alonzi as well. I don't know if Zach could beat him 1v1. Inhibitors back up, so that helps them out quite a lot here. See what Triple Strike will be able to do to prevent this roll from Cowbell currently here. Top lane looks like they're in a lot of trouble. Hohenheim might get picked off. Good Drowsy though.
Nope, very good engagement by Alonzi, trying to secure this kill on Gotta Get Lucky. The knockup from Nautilus as they continue this team fight. Gotta Get Lucky. Stay in the fight, not trying to peel away. Uses the flash finally to try to get out, and it looks like he will not as Alonzi re-engages with his Q.
A lot of healing coming out of Gotta Get Lucky though. Probably going to take out Alonzi. Alonzi trying to run. Nope. Passive should help him live though, I would think. Yeah. Oh.
Nope, Gotta Get Lucky. Definitely going to get the double kill this time. Not to be messed with.
Alright, and that turns it into a very, very, very painful situation for Triple Strike here. 3v5, one inhibitor left standing. Braum flashes out to not fall asleep under turret. Ooh, good long distance shot there. That's the Zoe we know.
Yeah, Zoe online right now, I think. With that Luden's Echo and one needlessly large rod. Definitely online.
This could be what Triple Strike needed to get back into this game. 3 kills so far, 4 kills. Could get an ace here. Does land the slow. Primeman does have his ultimate available and uses it, but just the AoE from Nasus's passive of his ultimate managed to keep him up here. Nasus now at 350 stacks.
This was what Team Triple Strike built their team for and what Cowbell had to prevent. If we make it to the late game, this is going to be a very different outcome for them.
Yeah, we'll have to see. There was a call there to go Baron, but unfortunately I don't think that the rest of the team is in position for that. But they are going to try it. Here we go. Braum is here. So Pig sees that this is going on. Twitch is not in a great position for it. It looks like they're running. Yeah, they're running. Good call there. They were going to get overwhelmed if they didn't. A lot of teleports being blown, though. Oh, and Gotta Get Lucky is like, well, I'll just do it then. That's fine. So let's see what happens here. All the wards are getting picked off, so they're not going to have any point of view into how this is going to go on. Just a lot of desperate peeks here. Portstorm is getting a lot of damage down on there. Big Redemption comes in. Does not manage to get stolen. Good job by Tin Man securing that. Alright, so Baron buff and a 7k gold lead. Not a great combination there for Triple Strike, but Shaken is doing what Nasus does and gets some minion kills. Now at 400 stacks, but the push will be coming soon. Dragon up in a minute 15. It will be another Infernal Drake. That'd be 2 Infernals and an Earth, which will be very bad for Triple Strike if Cowbell gets that. And this bot turret, yeah, needs protecting. Good call. It's always nice when the team says what I'm thinking.
It's just showing your gift in casting. It's just next level prediction.
A lot of poke coming out there from Hohenheim. Lands the Drowsy. Fortunately, Gotta Get Lucky's there to protect his mid laner.
Yeah,
Tin Man
super tanky right now.
Tin Man was trying some sneakiness, but thinks better of it. Alright, so this could be the team fight that decides the game right now. Let's see where it goes. We do have Portswimmer up in the top lane currently, fighting off the super minions, so it will be a 4v5 for at least the early moments of this fight. Hickey very squishy, so not the tanky Nautilus you want, but here you go. Tower is going to go down really fast, and now here goes the scrambling. Nautilus gets taken out very quickly. Zac comes in on the jump there, knocks up a couple. Pickoffs are coming. Nasus tries but fails to secure the Vayne. Zoe is still very healthy though, so might be able to get something done here. Luring Gotta Get Lucky under the turrets. LNZ manages to bounce away, falls asleep, gets poked. That inhibitor turret is down. All 3 inhibitors are down. They're closing for the game right now. Hohenheim trying to fall back to get heal. Here comes Portswimmer. Portswimmer not really involved in the fight before, trying to get involved now. Not really focusing the best person though, as they're focusing the tank, not the carry. Primedon manages to lock that down, but they take out the Vayne. There might not be anyone left to defend this Nexus, even if they do manage to win this team fight, which it looks like they would if the game managed to allow it, but unfortunately, it looks as though the Nexus will go down.
Riveting end to an incredible first set for the night.
Alright, and with that, Cowbell has secured their place in the playoffs. And once again, you know, managed to live my dream of not having a set of games go 2-0.
It's very exciting play. This just shows that the LCUS players are taking these playoffs very serious. If we look at the damage breakdown on this, some high damage coming across all from both teams. That Nasus definitely leading the charge with 16k damage.
Yeah, really impressive, especially considering that that was on the losing team. And the Nasus still managed to put that much damage out.
Shows the importance of objectives.
Definitely. All right, let's see here. Running, you managed to come back to us?
Yes, I'm back.
All right, hit me with your initial reactions.
Well, Cowbells pretty much did exactly what they needed to do. Shut down the Nasus enough, even though he was able to get a lot of damage and finally get to his spike, start to get kind of scary there when they lost that fight bot lane. But one thing I wanted to see is when Cowbells took that first inhibitor, is just let Nasus go mid, freeze the wave, pretty much deny an entire lane of minions for as long as that inhibitor's down, and just farm it up. Get your stack safely inside your own base. You have the super minions. Nothing's going to kill those until you do. But instead, he just kind of went top, died again, and I think that was really the tipping point. Besides just the inhibitor going down, I think they were still in it up to that point.
Yeah, it was. There were quite a few moments there where I think that Triple Strike would have been able to keep the game alive, keep the game going, but unfortunately weren't managing to keep the momentum with them as much as they.
I'll also say I was really impressed in the Rammus plays. He interrupted jumps, he interrupted dashes. That Zac did not have a good day going into that Rammus. He could not really get anything going. I was really not surprised, but really impressed. Really impressed.
Yeah, very well done. I don't know if we have interview set up for this. I don't think we do, which is fine because I mean, what needs to be said other than what we've already seen? Great job by Cowbell coming up after that one game down. Unfortunate to see Triple Strike not able to get into the playoffs, but really good effort by them both games. And now we're moving on to our next set of games. Two playoff powerhouses here, White Wolf and Northern Storm, jockeying for position in how the games will set off in the playoffs. So looking forward to that. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere.